Okay, on to transformation. So if we start with the head, you need to rock it back all the way, and then you need to turn this 180. Now be careful when you do it because, like I said, it's quite tight on the ball peg. You can actually only turn it this way if you rock it all the way back, so just be careful. Then if you come down to the legs, pull these out to the side and take the button section and bring that to the back. Then you're going to rotate that full 180, just twist on the pin down there, and then bring it back up on this side. Next up, if you take this section here at the back and lift it up on that hinge and then pull all of that out, so you're creating this gap here. Then you need to take this panel and bring it down like this. Next up, you're going to take the head and you're going to bring this whole section round through this gap and into the chest cavity. Now there is a little bit of a clearance issue with the top of Soundwave's head, so you've just kind of got to get the right angle for this to come round, and it ends up like this. Next up, you're going to take this section here, which is not the bottom, not the top, but the bit in the middle, and all of that is going to rotate around to the front, but you want to keep the legs facing this way, so bring this round. Then you can go ahead and close this back up and bring it down. Next up, we're going to take the arms and you're going to open this flap at the back, and then you're going to collapse the arm up slightly. There's a hinge here on the elbow which will allow you to fold the arm up so that it just collapses it a bit, and you're going to take the fist and you're going to bring it back like this, so you end up with that pointing out and this flap sticking out there. On the back here there is a flap which you take up, and it's got two tabs either side of it, and they're going to go into the slots that are on the back of the arms. So you just rotate these backwards, tab those in like that, and then you should end up with something like this. Moving on to the legs, on the back you have a hinge. Open these up, take the feet and collapse that whole section up so that you've got this light grey piece flush there, and then that will allow you to fold the feet back round so that it kind of collapses the foot into the lower leg. So for the next bit, you're going to collapse the top of the leg into this cavity as well. So this light grey piece here is tabbed into the top of the leg. We need to take that out and rotate it to the back here, and it's just a case of gently putting a bit of pressure on this blue bit, obviously not too much, but you do need to untab it from there, and then this top section, the knee, pushes back in, and all of that will collapse through. So rotate this round, and so you've tabbed that in there and you've made all of this flush at the back, so you can see the knees pushed in there, and then obviously do the same on the other side. So then you should have the legs like this, and with that gap there now, it will allow you to bring the leg out to the side, turn it 90 degrees, and then rotate upwards. And there's a tab here on the side of the body which is going to go into this leg there. Now on mine it's not the greatest connection. In fact, that side won't go at all. Okay, so I've just done a bit of off-camera squeezing, and it does go in. It's a little bit scary actually with such small tabs, but there you go. It does work. Now, bringing it back round, you've got a couple of little extra flaps that were there from the back of the leg. So bring these out on either side, and then also down on here, actually I forgot about this. So down at the bottom here there's another tab, rotate it that way, and then there's just a side bit, and these are basically just they fill in the gaps, if you like, when all of this closes up. So bring that one on that side, rotate that round, and then when you close these round, they just fill out the gaps on the side there. And then bring it back around to the front. You just want to take the buttons, move them down into place, and there we go.